Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cindy, and today I'll be sharing with you some tips and tricks on what to do before going to hike a mountain in Indonesia. I already posted a video about how I got to the mountain. You can watch that first to see my experience hiking in the rain. So let's get started. Indonesia, in my opinion, is such an amazing country. If you want to explore the nature, we have beaches, we have islands, we have amazing mountains. First, research on what mountain you would like to hike. Understand your fitness capability and look at reviews of the hike if you will. For this one, Prau is 2565 mdpl, which I believe means the sea level. So for me, it was about 2 hour hike, and if you're an average fitness person like me, I only work out like 4 times a week, so I was able to do that for 2 hours. But for someone that maybe are not used to working out, it can take them maybe 5 hours according to the reviews that I was reading. Since it's also my first time hiking a mountain, I thought it would be somehow manageable, and that's also why I chose to join it. If you go to mountains like Semeru, which is the highest mountain in Java Island, or Rinjani, which is located in like Bali Lombok area, they require days worth of hike. So you gotta be mentally ready for that as well. For me, I'm not used to hiking, so I chose Prau, and that is it. Second, find a guide, and you can do that by Googling tour guides or going on Instagram. I find this the most important part, if not the key to making this all hiking thing happen. because because it's really important to have a guide, because they're also called porters here, and sometimes when you go on Instagram they're actually called open trips, or if you have a group of 10 people you can also do private trips. For Prau, our trip was organized by Sebumi. So each of us paid for about 3 million Indonesian rupiah, so it's like about $200. But that's included with our transportation from Jakarta to Dieng, our homestay, our porters, which is the people that are helping us carry our tent prior, the food, basically everything really. Also, because we had some people who bailed last minute, so it made it more expensive than we initially wanted it to be. Also, we got a toilet tent, but if you look up on Instagram, you can find trips or organizers that are much cheaper. So, really, the range can be all the way from $50 to $200. But I think that you really get what you pay for. Other organizers will only want to meet up in the town that is closest to the mountain area, so you will have to find your own transportation to wherever you are traveling from. 3. This is super important. So, know your gear. So for me, since I thought I was pretty newbie to this whole mountain hiking thing, I actually bought a pair of boots, a pair of mountain boots, but it turned out that I was being over dramatic. I actually only needed a pair of shoes that I'm comfortable with, that are grippy enough for it to not make me fall while hiking up the mountain. So I was wearing some boot wear, but I know a lot of people that were wearing some other fitness shoes like Nike or Under Armour, and as long as you're comfortable, you should be fine. I also packed light for this trip because I knew it was only a 2 day trip or 3 days, so I only brought my JanSport with me, but a lot of people actually did bring like the big mountain backpack, the traveling backpacks that you would see at the airports too. Anyways. Number 4, be respectful of the nature. When you're at the Indonesian mountains, I was actually pretty impressed that a lot of people have their own trash bags so that they could pick up trash that they would see lying on the ground, and then making sure that our mountain is still clean and that we're still preserving the nature. So I really found that amazing, and just be respectful of the trash. If you have trash, collect it. Don't throw it around. You know, Basically, that's simple ethics. 5. Bring some cards or anything to kill time with. When you're up in the mountains, you're not gonna find signal to like play with your phone unless you want to be antisocial and be on your offline games forever. So what we did was we were playing cards, and we were playing this ping pong game.
Ping.
Pong.
Pang.
I didn't point.
Okay, Cindy start. Pang. Ping. Ping. Pang.
Ping.
So we were playing that, and then we were taking a lot of pictures. We were creating content. So that was really productive, and we could also meditate. We could also, you know, just be closer to nature. So that was amazing that you don't really have anywhere else if you're busy working in an office. This is the perfect time to find serenity with yourself. That being said, there's no electricity. So make sure you're bringing portable charger because actually what I found amazing was that they plugged our lamp or like bulbs to like light up the tent with a portable charger. How cool is that? I was so stoked when I saw it. I was like, "Oh my god, this is beyond genius. This is beyond smart. I am in love." I don't know. I get really excited easy if you can't tell already, but that was amazing. And we also learned a lot about like hiking or like mountain survival. Like how do you start a fire or how do you start heat with the things that you have around you? And our friend Jack's shoes was actually like drenched, soaked in rainwater. I mean, mine was too, but I didn't need to like dry it. But she wanted it to be dry, so we just dried it around the charcoal. So that was cool. Bring some food. So bring light protein bars, bars. Bring light protein bars, dried fruits. I just found out that dried fruits has a lot of calories that will give you energy when you're out climbing the mountain. They're really light in terms of like the weight, and it fits perfect in your backpack or pocket, so you can just really nibble some when you're up going up there. But what I liked about having the tour guide is that they already brought all the food and the tent um, like prior. So when we got up to our tent, it was already all set up. Like we just had to basically rest. So that was really nice because you don't really have to like set up or anything like that, and you got food there. Toilet situation. Yes, it's gonna be hard if you need a pee along the way, but there are options nowadays you can find on Amazon or at any e-commerce nowadays for girls like us, like the female urination device that allows you to like pee and stand up at the same time. We got lucky there because we have toilet tent, and even though it's not like the most beautiful thing, it's still considered a luxury knowing that the other tents or the other like our neighbors did not even have those, so they have to like really walk far and find a spot they can pee. So that's one good thing about our organizer, that we had our own private toilet tent and it was luxury, let me tell you. Number 9, tip your porters. When you're done and heading down back to civilization, don't forget to tip your porters because they helped you cook and they took care of you, they made drinks for you. So just be mindful that this is their full-time job. Help them out and gather some money and give them a great tip. Number 10, the last but not least, bring good vibes. Don't be that one person who's complaining the entire time on the 2-day hike trip because we were leaving from Jakarta for about 12 hours in the car and then another 12 hours back. So it was about 24 hours transportation time alone. So just don't be that one person who's always complaining that the hike is hard, is that you're sweating, your shoes are soaking wet, like you need to pee in somewhere that is like beautiful and like rainbow, whatever. This is not a Disney movie, so hiking a mountain is not going to be easy. Just be respectful with everyone's time. I personally knew that among the group that I was the least strong of all since I went with my fitness coaches, but I tried not to complain. I kept going. 2 hours going up and down was not as hard as I thought it would be, and I survived. So, if anything I learned about this trip was that I became stronger and I knew that I can do this. I can probably do a harder type of hike next time. I am really excited to try out to hike other mountains in the future, such as the Semeru and the Rinjani mountains that I mentioned earlier in this video. I know it's probably a lot more harder. And that is it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new about hiking in the mountains of Indonesia. And if you are planning to hike a mountain, please let me know in the comments down below which mountain that you are planning to do, which mountain that you are interested to hike to, or if this actually inspired you to come here and travel to Indonesia and really explore the nature that we have out here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I had so much fun hiking and so much fun editing this video. So I would really appreciate it if you can like, subscribe, and tell me more about, I don't know, just anything. I would love to interact with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!